On this episode of New York Originals, we find out clocks are often more to people than just a machine telling time. Next, we visit two sisters who created a multi-million-dollar business right on eclectic St. Mark's Place. And might I add, they used to be backup singers for the band Blondie. Then we find out how dollhouses are hardly only the stuff of little girls' dreams. All that and more right now on New York Originals. New Yorkers know their city is no heartless metropolis. That this town is the ultimate small town, made up of a patchwork of neighborhoods, each with its own personality and flavor. A city where people still shop at the corner mom and pop store, not just for convenience, but loyalty and quality. But like the rest of America, chain stores have invaded New York City, threatening to homogenize it. Still, many mom and pops hold on, even thrive. I'm Jamie McDonald. Join me as we celebrate small businesses that make New York so unique. These New York Originals. We're now going to visit a place people love to know can still exist in New York City. A repair shop solely devoted to repairing clocks. One of the reasons is because many clocks are more than just a machine to tell time, but an intimate part of many people's lives. This is Sutton Clocks. It is comforting knowing a repair shop like Sutton Clocks prospers in New York City. For we live in a throwaway culture where new is often thought as better. But for many, a clock that has been in their home or business for years, maybe decades, is not something to merely replace on a whim, but to be repaired and looked after.
I guess it all stems to like sentimentality, where it reminds you of a piece of a part of your life, and you want to keep that, you want to hang on to it. It's kind of like a photograph. It gives them something that's stable. A lot of times people will bring me clocks and I'll tell them it's like it's more to repair this piece than the clock is worth. You can go on eBay and probably buy a clock like this for, $50, and maybe the price of the repair might be $250, and they'll go ahead and want to get it repaired.
Located on the corner of Lexington and 61st Street, one can actually see Sebastian from the street, perched at his work table, working hard on his timely patients. Inside his small shop are hundreds of clocks of every imaginable shape and design, taking up every inch of available space. Some are for sale, others are here just to get well. Sebastian's mechanical patients include barometers and clocks dating back to the 18th century. Turnaround time is usually 2 weeks, partly to allow the clocks a chance to lose time if they're still not feeling in tick-tock shape.
Because sometimes you'll have a clock and it'll be working perfectly one place, but then you bring it back and then it's not working perfectly. So it's like sometimes these clocks just want to, I think, get out and see what's going on and get a sort of an oversight and hang out with some more clocks, and then, go back home. I take a little, a clock camp or something. It's like sometimes there'll be a problem where even I at first can't figure out, but then, I like to sort of contemplate and kind of think about it, have a sleep on it, and then come back the next day and then realize what's wrong with the clock and then do it. So it's like a very relaxing kind of, a zen kind of, where it's not like conveyor belt of just things that you have to do and put together.
And for some, that 2 weeks turnover time can be an eternity. Customers sometimes call Sebastian nagging, wanting their clocks a bit earlier. He understands, though.
They're so used to having that clock there that it makes them feel uncomfortable when it's not there. So they look over and they go, oh, the clock's not there. And you don't realize how much you look at that clock until it's not there.
Sebastian will work on just about any kind of clock, from a pocket watch to an enormous bank clock. Sutton Clocks was started some 60 years ago by Sebastian's father, Knud Christensen, an immigrant from Denmark. As a youth, he was a rower for his country's 1936 Olympic rowing team. Still healthy and alert in his 90s, Nud stops in on occasion to check on things, often helping his son with the latest clock challenge.